It's the week of April 23rd, and guess what? We went to the movies to go see. Michael. We went to go see the new movie, Michael. Did you go see it?
I hope so.
I hope so, because we got some things to say about it, like we said from the trailer. So here are our likes
Gripes.
and insights from the movie,
Michael.
Your friendly neighborhood tank,
And Raejon.
aka
The Real Duo.
Man, we have been waiting for this movie, it seemed like forever.
Yes, sir.
Forever, ever? Forever, ever? Did we like it? Well, we told you in the trailer, at least he did, say it don't really matter what it was going to be about. When we came back and do this,
It was automatically gonna be love it.
it was automatically going to be muy gooder. So if you sticking around for the muy gooder, we can tell you already there's muy gooderness to the movie. The plot. This movie spans across 40 years of Michael Jackson's life. I mean, they could have made a movie for each decade, and it probably still couldn't have contained everything that this man did in his life. So it starts out, he's from Gary, Indiana, and you see all the boys practicing in the living room of their house, being coached by their dad, Joseph, and they're practicing to get it right. And Joseph's working in the steel mill. Like, you don't want to work doing this, what I'm doing for all your life. And like, of course not. Michael calls his dad Joseph, and Joseph pulls out the belt.
Come here! Stick your little butt over here.
Now, some people get upset with Joseph for pulling out the belt, but he ain't calling me Tank, and he ain't calling me by my government name neither. It's just not happening. But Michael did. So anyway, they go to this talent show and they get discovered by Suzanne DePass. Funny enough, I actually met Suzanne DePass a few years ago at one of her birthday parties. It was awesome. That's a side note. And she tells Barry Gordy that, hey, you got to see these boys. You got to see this boy. And Barry, he takes Michael, if you will, under his wing. And everybody that Michael meets, he's just hugging, just full of love. And the family's talking about how he's different. And they get on Motown and they're killing it. And then all of a sudden you see it progress to the next evolution.
And then they rise from 100 to number one in the span of weeks.
The Jackson 5 had a ton of number one hits when they were young, and then Michael, now he's branching out, he wants to do his solo thing. But
sir.
Dad, it's all about family.
I've seen all of the Fast and the Furious movies, lady. It's all about family.
What's wrong with that? We can get into that in another time. But Michael, he's got all these ideas and he just got to get them out. Otherwise, God is going to give him the prince. So Michael sets out for this plan, but he's scared to tell his dad. But he still, even in that time,
He still does it.
he still creates.
Well, he asked somebody.
Right, he had somebody else tell him, like, yeah, can you tell my dad? The biggest selling album now of all time, and he's still scared. So it gets to this point where he just he wants to become his own man.
Yes, sir.
And that is really the plot summary of Michael. Now, what I will have to say, big Michael Jackson fan, huge Michael Jackson fan, and watching this movie, the biggest like for me is the performance of his nephew. Jafar did a wonderful, fantastic job. Like, bro, you were Michael for the time of that film.
Yes.
Like you were that. It was amazing to see, and I really liked his performance. I liked the moves. It's not easy to get those steps down because Michael was a perfectionist. I mean, you see a lot of people doing Michael Jackson impersonations, but he nailed it, bro. Awesome. Likes.
Another one of my likes, another actor, Mr. Joseph, his dad, he did a great job.
He really did.
Because I know my mom hated him just because he's just playing his part. And you don't like him because certain things in his life, and you just don't like him.
So
it's the actor.
I'm gonna say you can look at Joseph a lot of different ways, but as far as me being the dad, I understand Joseph and what he did, and he was doing it for family. It's like this fine line. He was doing it for family, but he was also doing it for him to prove that he was good enough. And there's a psychology behind that too. Not all bad, because again, they're from Gary, Indiana. If Joseph wasn't the father that he was, you would not have heard of Michael Jackson or the Jacksons. So I see that both ways. I'm gonna give Joseph his props. Hey man, good job. But the actor who played him, like he said, he looked almost exactly like him too. Casting wise, Antoine, man, y'all did a good job. Y'all still should have called a brother up, but hey, you know, I digress. We'll work on another film coming up soon.
Another one of my likes was that how detailed they were with the story. There's obviously a lot more in Michael's life than just the movie, but they were very detailed in every little thing. So I loved that.
It was very detailed, but there were some details, at least that being a Jackson fan that I know about, is his sister Janet was missing from a lot of the key moments in there that we know from previous film projects and interviews that she was there for. Did he call her Tinkerbell? Was that what his nickname was? Something like that. And she was missing, apparently because she didn't sign off on the film. And I guess that was a point of contention between her and Jermaine, at least at the premiere. There was a fight. But Catherine, the mother, she said she loved it, and she loved Jafar, said that he really embodied Michael. I saw something from Macaulay Culkin. He said the same thing. Chris Tucker said the same thing. So people who were actually in Michael's life, they were captivated by the film. There was something about the film that, believe it or not, I personally did have a gripe about, because they were trying to make Joseph into the big villain. Every story needs that plot. I mean, you've got the protagonist, you got the antagonist. There's this push-pull between them, and that's where the tension is from. So they were creating this tension, if you will, between Michael and his dad, I guess from the father side of me, and they both did a fantastic job, but it still felt like something in that was missing for me a little bit. I think I read that it was supposed to have an entire third act, which made it feel like there was going to be another movie, because even at the end where it said his story continues.
The director cut 4 hours, and that was only, what, 127
No,
minutes?
it was it said 2 hours and 5 minutes runtime. But it just feels like you got the movie. Like I said, you could do 4 movies on Michael Jackson's life and still not catch everything. You can do from birth to, let's say, the rise of the Jackson 5. Then you could do from Jackson 5 rise to when he wants to start doing his own thing. Then when he starts doing his own thing up until the allegations. And then the allegations up until, I mean, heck, you do many more movies, I guess, after the allegations. And then the whole movie for the This Is It tour. The man lived an incredible life. He left an incredible legacy. Some people still trying to tear the legacy down. I wasn't there, so I can't speak on all the other stuff, the controversial stuff, but I will say that was somebody who just really seemed to have a special light about him. Being on the earth did a lot more good than not good. Like muy gooderness. Michael was on the muy gooderness scale. He tipped the scale on the muy gooderness. And there was a line in there as far as insights.
What was it?
Well, mine was, if you can see it, you can do it. And he said that. And that's biblical. Back at 2 and 2. You hear Steve Harvey say this a whole bunch. He quotes that verse a lot, right? The vision, make it plain, and even though it may tarry, which means wait a long time, wait for it, at a appointed time it will surely come. And Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich, same thing. And without vision, people perish. All of those things are principles that I personally adhere to. I try to teach this young man, I try to teach my kids, I try to teach my students. It's a life principle. So when he said it, I was like, yes, that's good right there, Michael. It doesn't mean if you see it, you just sit back and just wait for it, because you still got to put in the work.
You got to apply it to your life. You got to apply it to the people around you and your friends too.
We were looking for people who were going to come to the theater dressed in some of the stuff, and we saw one person in a couple of Michael's shirts. Thought we'd see more, but at least she came represented. You already know, we said
we give it the muy good,
which means go see it.
Yes, sir.
I know it sounds almost like we're kind of rambling on a little bit, but yeah, I mean, it really was. It was everything that I've seen from people saying, along with us watching the film. It was enjoyable. If they do a second movie, we'll be there to see that one.
Yes,
if they do a director's cut, we love to see that one. But yeah, an inspirational individual. Still inspires me to do better, be better. There you have it. If you haven't seen it, go see it. And if you have seen it, go see it again. For The Real Duo, it's your boy Tank.
And Raejon.
If you like the content in which that we're saying.
Would you do us a favor?
We really love it. Just please smash
that-
the like
smash
button,
that.
you know, and like and make sure that you get the notifications and the updates. The algorithm, we are told, loves those things. AMC, you know, that's where we went to go see the film.
Contact us.
It's
you
about
know.
that time. Tick, tick.
It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Contact us now.
That's what's up.